Hi, this is Sachs in Washington, D.C. Today I'll be giving you some helpful information about the new radon testing guidelines for Montgomery County, Maryland. But before we do, if you're a seller, click on my seller link for additional information. And if you're a buyer, click on my buyer link for no hassle buyer consultation. And now back to our topic. Hey everybody, Sachs here in Washington, D.C. to talk to you today about the new radon testing guidelines for Montgomery County. This really impacts sellers more than buyers, but it is important for buyers to understand their rights based off of the new real estate transaction process. So the old laws with radon testing and how it applies to other areas like D.C. and Northern Virginia is there's a radon contingency in the contract that allows the buyer the opportunity to conduct a radon test, and then based off of those results, either request remediation from the seller or B, have the ability to walk away from the transaction. Now that's changing in Montgomery County. So here's what you need to be aware of if you're a seller in Montgomery County. Number one, the new guidelines take effect October 1st of this year, 2016. Number two, who does this impact? Anybody who owns a single family or fee simple property, so townhouses, etc., would be included in this. You're excluded from the new regulation are REOs, foreclosures, estate sales, condominium properties, and co-op properties. But other than that, and that's a majority of properties in Montgomery County are going to fall into that single family or fee simple guideline. You're going to have to abide by the new guideline. So what is the new guideline exactly? What it does is it mandates a seller by law to have within 1 year testing results available, 1 year from the date of settlement of that transaction, testing results available for the property to provide to the buyer. Or they have to allow the buyer by right to conduct this test or mandate that the seller conduct this test, which in essence means the seller is responsible for paying for and conducting this test. So it doesn't imply that the seller has to remediate if the radon levels come back higher, but it does mean that they have to provide to all parties that are interested in buying the property in their disclosures the tested radon limits on the property. Now, if the guidelines in Montgomery County are becoming more and more complex, and there's additional guidelines that apply to this new rule that are important to understand logistically on when you do these tests, how you list your property, etc., which is why it's important to work with a professional who knows what they're talking about, who's informed about the most recent changes to the laws, and can make sure that you're protected when it comes time to write that offer. So for more information, you can contact us or visit my website, which is www.scottsachs.com. I'll have a link posted there with the additional radon regulation rules, but also a list of the approved radon testing devices that you can use or have someone pay to use prior to putting your house on the market, so you're prepared and protected on these items. If you have any questions, let me know, and have a great day.